Japan was floating above Gotham City. Batman and Robin began making their way there while the others stayed back to help the police. Batman soon realized that their events in Japan affected the timeline, so they were now in an alternate timeline along with the island of Japan. On getting to Japan, they got attacked by Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz, but in that reality, she was Zashika, the Emerald Ray. They were able to evade her for a short while when they got attacked by Aquaman, who's called Asa, the Aqua Dragon. He launched a storm at them, crashing their aircraft. Meanwhile, the Flash used a massive tornado to transport himself from Japan to Gotham. He is known as Barry, the Fleetfoot, a member of the Hagane family who confronts Nightwing and Red Hood as he had plans to acquire the new territory for the Hagane. Zashika and Asa are also part of the Hagane and were ordered to take out trespassers. They were about to take them out when Diana, the Eagle Goddess, came to their rescue. She is a member of the Amazon family and saw Batman and Robin as guests and tried protecting them. Diana got pinned. That's when Harley Quinn, known as Heron, the Wild Jester, joined Diana in the attack. Nightwing had a tough time fighting Barry because he was extremely fast. Jason came around and shot a spilling grease on the road, and in a moment, Barry was trapped, but before he got captured, he used the last of his energy to create a tornado and returned to Japan. During the fight, Zashika realized her ring was getting low, so Asa suggested they leave, and she agreed, but they promised to return for an all-out confrontation. Diana took Batman and Robin to Amazonica, where she told them the story of the anarchy in Japan and how the Hagane family took advantage of it and became extremely powerful, led by Karaku, the Man of Steel. Only the Amazon family and the Dumazu family were powerful enough to stop them, but the Dumazu family recently lost their leader and they lost their power. So, it was now Amazon family task alone to take them out. She also told of how a land appeared in the sky of Japan few months ago, which is Gotham, and how the Hagane family sent Barry there to acquire more territory for them there. Diana led Batman and Robin to their Batwing. It turns out the Amazons were able to acquire it for him to repair. Batman spotted Harley Quinn and was furious because she actually wasn't a part of the Japanese timeline, but escaped with the Joker to Japan, where she linked up with Diana. Diana stopped Batman from inflicting harm on Harley, as she saw all of them as her guest. The Batwing was prepared, and as Batman already had a contingency plan in his Batcave to defeat the Justice League, that's if they ever went rogue, he decides to return back to Gotham. On his way, the Batwing was attacked by Karaku. The Man of Steel wasn't the leader, but he was working for Ra's al Ghul. Well, it turns out Ra's al Ghul had planned all these as Karaku was ordered to bring Robin and take out Batman. Karaku splits the Batwing as Robin fell off, and the Joker and Harley came to the rescue, because Joker doesn't want anyone killing Batman besides him. So he left Harley on her own with Karaku while he boosted the reminder of the Batwing along with Batman back to Earth. Karaku was about to finish off Harley when Amazon came to her rescue. Superman was about to engage in a huge confrontation, but as he was informed that Zashika had already adopted Robin, he left and promised to return for her neck. Robin was brought before Ra's al Ghul, who told him of how he was able to obtain a time machine from Grodd, which he used to capture Batman and the others on their way back from Japan. He also used it to create a new world, reshaping reality. He made Superman to land in Japan instead of the US, and did that to similar heroes. Now he had an army and wanted Robin to lead them, but as he wouldn't, he restrained him and wanted him to watch how he was going to take over the real world using the Yakuza, and that Anna got distracted by her captured Amazones, so Asa slightly defeated her and pinned her. Asa was about finishing her off when Batman and Nightwing arrived. Nightwing took care of Zashika while Batman drags Asa into the water. Meanwhile, Karaku stood with Ra's al Ghul as he ordered the Yakuza army along with Barry that it was now time for them to carry out their plans. The water was Asa's territory and Batman was at a disadvantage, but Batman had an ulterior motive. He amplified the frequency in the water and trapped him. Nightwing used a decoy body and engaged in a battle with Zashika, and just as Zashika thought she was winning, the real Nightwing emerges and tranquilizes her. Asa broke out of entrapment, but not for long as Diana helped Batman in restraining him, and in a moment, the restraints exploded as Asa passed out and was captured. It was now time for the Hagane family to unleash their fury on Gotham. Barry created a tornado as they had prepared their giant launcher to launch all their Yakuza army to Gotham. Batman, Diana, and Nightwing began moving towards the scene. Red Hood and Jason arrived at that moment and destroyed the massive launcher, and all the Yakuza army fell crashing to their death. Barry was enraged and chased them using their vehicle. They tried to deter Barry, but he was fast enough to evade them. Even the grease used to defeat him before didn't work. After chasing them for a while, they used their ninja technique to create an illusion. Barry, thinking they had escaped, approached the vending machine to get a soda, and he was tranquilized. Jason realized that after exerting all those energy, Barry will be hungry or tasty, so the machine was the best way to capture him. At that moment, Karaku arrived, launching an attack on them. They tried tranquilizing him, but failed, and they were at his mercy. Batman arrived just at that moment, crashing into Karaku with his Batwing. So all Batman's sidekicks went to find the Quake engine to shut it down while Batman and Diana decide to take on Karaku. The fight was getting intense, so Batman tells Diana to help the others destroy the Quake engine as he armored up to fight Karaku. Karaku destroys all his armor as Batman fell and landed safely in a cave. Karaku had Batman cornered, but it was all part of Batman's plan. In a moment, Batman released a series of light, meant to block out the rays of the sun, and Batman confronted Ra's al Ghul, but it turns out his plans had already been set to motion as he plans to crash the city of Tokyo into Gotham and absolve the pressure with the quake, so only Gotham gets destroyed, and not Tokyo. So, Batman and the others try to stop it while Diana engages in a huge confrontation with Ra's al Ghul. During the fight, Diana started recalling her memories as Wonder Woman. Green Lantern, Aquaman, The Flash and Superman began recalling their memories. They were all able to recall their memories as they assisted in their own way to try and prevent the casualty that was about to happen. Batman was able to capture Ra's al Ghul, who was escaping, and made his way to the tower and joined the others in trying to reverse things. Harley Quinn arrived and decides to help them, and together they were able to undo Ra's al Ghul deeds, and they were back to their Earth as Robin's hair was back to its previous form. The Justice League called on Batman, and that was how the movie ended. Stay tuned for more exciting recaps on its mythical, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more mind-blowing recaps like this. Thanks for watching.